it's me, Chris Niccolls again, and I want to talk to you guys about the Pentax W90 now. As you can tell from my beard, I'm quite a rough, rugged, outdoorsy individual, and that's why this camera is perfect for me. This is the kind of camera that you guys can take out fishing, you can take it out boating, hunting, or if you're really clumsy, if you like to drop things into glasses of water, or if you like to drop things on the ground, this is good for you too. Work sites, job sites, it's got a lot of uses. Now, Pentax have been making rugged, waterproof cameras for many, many generations. They really know what they're doing. And this is the culmination of the technology. The W90 gives you a lot of features that you wouldn't normally find in an underwater camera. For example, typically, underwater cameras, because of their small lens design, don't get very big zoom ranges, but the Pentax gives you a really nice 5x zoom with a wide-angle 28mm starting point, so that's useful. 12 megapixels, which is plenty of resolution. I also love the fact that these things have been improved in their ruggedness. You can now go down 6 meters. 6 meters is pretty deep for an underwater camera like this, and Pentax are very conservative in their measurements. They don't like to say, you know, these can go 6 meters but only for 5 minutes. No, these things can go 6 meters for 2 hours. So they're designed to take a lot of abuse. They're designed with very good seals, totally dust-proof, of course. They advertise you guys can go to -10°C for winter use and cold conditions. So really, it's a camera that's going to be reliable. It's really hard to damage. You can drop this thing now 1.2 meters onto plywood, so they say. So they're pretty rugged. Oh, they're pretty rugged. No problem. Camera's fine. The other thing I like about this now is they've kind of changed the styling. It's a bit more rugged in its design. We've got this rubberized outer exterior. Looks pretty techy, this sort of compass-like outside around the lens. And you get two colors. You get a all black, which is nice, or you get this beautiful pistachio green that they call it. Now, I know when I think about outdoor activities and ruggedness, I too think about the mighty pistachio. So I guess that's a perfect color for it. I do also like the strap. You get this little carabiner strap. It's nice and thick, very, very strong. It does say on here, specifically on the carabiner, not for climbing. So if you're looking to sue Pentax for some sort of climbing accident, they're covered. You can't do it. Now, a lot of people have criticized this sort of front opening, how it's just this glass in front. There's no sort of shutter for the lens. I've used quite a few Pentax waterproof cameras myself. These are incredibly hard to scratch. They've got a special coating so that water beads off. It's really not a problem. The only thing you're going to get is the occasional fingerprint, which is easy to clean. On the back, nice screen. They're going with 16:9 format screen. Now, this is primarily also because you can shoot high definition video. You get 720p high def video on the camera in 16:9. You can shoot 16:9 photos, and you can also shoot your standard 3:4 ratio still photo. And what I like that Pentax has done too is they haven't tried to cheat you on the wide angle thing. Some cameras will say, oh, you get 28mm wide angle at 16:9, but that is essentially a crop. Now what Pentax is doing is saying, well, you're getting 28mm wide angle at the 3:4 ratio. So when you go to 16:9, you get the same wide angle. They're not cheating you. You get that wide angle no matter what aspect ratio you're shooting. That's a nice touch. I like that. Very simple menus from Pentax. Nice quick startup time, very simple menus. As usual, you push your mode button down here, and then you can find your program modes, your movie modes, and all your cutesy little scene modes. I want to talk to you guys about two things in addition that are new for this camera. We'll show you how the video works, and I also want to show you how the macro works. They've changed the macro. These cameras are famous for their macro. We're going to take a look at that. Let's look at the waterproofing here too. Let's scare the hell out of these fish. We've got our option here to do this. We'll shoot this, and let's just see how it can do underwater. As you can see, no problems, goes right in. You can use it underwater. You can take photos underwater. You can take videos underwater. Flash will fire. Just a nice, where are those fishies? Come here, fishies. Just a nice, easy to use camera. And again, no problems, totally confident, totally safe. And really, if you look at that front screen, very little water droplets on there. So let's go take a look at some of these other features on the camera. Come with me. Okay, we've come to a really classy part of Calgary here to show you how the macro on the W90 works. The Pentax W90 is continuing the tradition of Pentax underwater cameras having incredibly close focusing ability. I'm going to show you the standard macro mode here first. Now, this standard macro mode is very similar to what other brands of cameras can deliver. I mean, you're getting pretty close here. We can see the screw in the shot there, you guys can see there. It's pretty typical of what other brands can do, but Pentax takes it a lot further. I'm going to show you how their patented 1 centimeter macro option works. Now this gets you super close. Now typically one of the issues that cameras have when they go this close is, well, the camera blocks all the light that you're getting on the scene. And we're so close here, the camera's going to have a hard time focusing, and we're going to block a lot of light. However, Pentax have solved that on the W90. Check out these 3 little lights here. These are little white LED lights that turn on automatically when you're doing the macro. They provide beautiful, even, white balanced illumination when you're trying to do these close-ups. Let's see how this works. You guys will see we get dramatically closer to the screw here when I take this shot, okay? The camera's literally gonna focus right on the end of this screw. I can get even closer here. Now check that shot out there. We're getting super close. Very fine detail, beautiful thin depth of field, and yet it was easy to shoot. We didn't have any blur problems, and we're getting a nice even illumination. Now let's show you what Pentax has added on the W90. You can go here to your digital microscope, and it's really like that. It's going to be only at 2 megapixels. You have to keep that in mind. The digital microscope is a heavy crop. This is a mode primarily where you can see super fine details. It's a great way to study the natural world. It's a great way to get tiny details. If I take the same picture of the screw here, you'll see that we are incredibly close. I mean, we're literally inside the screw here at this point. Now, I could still print that photo there. It's a 4x6 size. It's appropriate for 4x6, but really nice, really close up. It's a cool feature. Again, Pentax underwater cameras have always done such a cool job at macro shots. Okay guys, let's take a look at the high-def footage that we shot on the Pentax W90. It's outputting a 720p signal. It's a decent resolution, and this is where that 16:9 LCD screen really comes in handy. It's great because when you're shooting the video, you're not getting that letterboxed crop that you would normally get on a camera with a 3:4 ratio screen. You get that nice full screen to shoot with. You are also getting Pentax's digital shake reduction. It does help a little bit to sort of stabilize those jittery shots and those handheld videos. But what I really love is you get to use all the same features of the Pentax when you're doing the movie. You get to use that great 5x optical zoom, whether it's wide or telephoto, to set up your shot. You also get the lights. You get those macro lights. So if you're doing a close-up video, those macro lights kick in. And yes, you can do the video right up to that 1 centimeter macro to get super close video. I also like the fact that, of course, you can take this video underwater, you can take it in the snow, you can take it in the ice. So as you can see here, we can do some fairly extreme stuff with the video, nice close-ups, nice underwater shots. We can really take it into rugged conditions and get decent quality video. Really cool to use. Okay, let's talk about what this camera really does for you. It's about peace of mind. It's about having a camera that you cannot break easily. It's about something you can take with you anywhere, to the beach, to the pub. You know, it's nice because, yeah, it's aimed at the outdoor enthusiast. It's aimed at people who want to boat and fish and that kind of stuff. But you know what? It's stylish enough and small enough that anybody can use it as a regular, everyday camera. And at the same time, not have to worry about damaging, not have to worry about letting the kids play with it, not have to worry about damaging a lens which is extended. It just gives you that peace of mind. Remember, too, that Pentax is building on a lot of the great features that they've always had in these cameras. A great zoom range, which is very atypical for an underwater camera like this. Having the high-def video, the nice 16:9 screen, very high res, good in the sunlight. Still that same easy-to-use controls. And then they've also modernized it. They're giving you now better autofocus with the better face detection, the PETS detection. They're giving you this great macro feature which they've always had and taking it a step further to get you even closer. I mean, really, folks, this is a very versatile camera. It's very easy to use, and you can do lots with it. I recommend it.